All right, guys. Welcome to Status Strategies. This channel helps you increase your status, therefore increase the attraction that other people, women and men, feel towards you, and increases the amount of money you acquire. So it's all about status. It's all about status. A lot of it is. So I had this guy reach out to me the other day. He's reached out to me before, and he always has, shaking. You gotta bear with me. This is my first time doing this little setup here. This guy, he's always had kind of random issues he's reached out to me about, and it's all little symptoms of what I see. And this video is about how to go from beta to alpha. For lack of better terms, you know, those things do represent something, but he always reaches out to me and he has all these little symptoms of what I now know is a core problem. And the symptoms are like, oh, you know, everything's happening to him. The real definition of a beta, I think, is that the world is happening to them. They have no control. They're reacting to just everything. They're in everyone's own, they're playing everyone else's game. They're floating around on top of the water, on top of the ocean, at the whim of everyone else. And so the symptoms he reaches out to me about, and he mentions is, you know, I had this relationship with this girl and she kind of took over and really sent me on this downward spiral. Oh, I'm not at where I'm at with my job, with everything. But the one thing that's holding him back from changing from becoming a beta to an alpha is a leadership position. You have to take on leadership roles. Not even a position, leadership roles. Okay, so let me explain in a story. My first big like leadership role was in college. And this role was kind of hoisted on me reluctantly, which was a blessing in disguise. I don't think I would have actively like really chosen to do this if I knew the responsibilities, because that's where I was at. But there was a leadership position in a student organization in college, and some girl came to me. She was an officer, and she was looking for people to become officers in this group. Student group was for graphic design. And it was an association in college. She came to me, and I'm like, okay, you know, I guess I'll try it out. You know, I'll fill out a form. It was easy enough. Filled out a form and got chosen to become one of the leaders. I wasn't a main leader in the organization, but I was one of the leaders. And the crazy thing that happened, the crazy changes that I saw, okay, one, how I looked changed. How I looked changed. How I dressed, everything changed after this position of leadership was hoisted onto me and I started engaging in being a leader. The way I looked, the way I dressed, the way you dress, the way you look is a direct reflection of how you view yourself, okay? I looked like a fucking bum. I looked like a fucking loser. And I had no presence. My voice changed. My voice changed. The more leadership positions I take on, my voice changes, okay? We are environmental beings. We change with our environment and what our environment demands of us. So in order to lead people, your voice has to change. You have to have a commanding voice. Your presence has to change. You have to have a commanding presence. You have to have a bunch of different things that will make people react to you in a way that makes them want to follow you, okay? So, along with my look, how I dressed, my voice, physical aspects, started working out and stuff, my self-image changed. And that's what really was the big factor, was my self-image changed. And my self-image was reflected in the way I looked and everything else. You know, the people I hung out with, I started not taking bullshit. I started not, because I didn't have time for it. The amount of bullshit that we accept into our lives is a direct proportion into how we view ourselves and how much value we give other people. You don't have time for bullshit if you are busy doing cool shit. Doing cool shit that gives value to other people and yourself. All right? And that's what a leader really does. All right? A leader serves others. So I see a lot of these guys, you guys, there's something deep down in you that you know is there's something wrong, right, in your life. And it's because you're a beta right now. Like, you have these beta aspects to you, but you want to be an alpha. And therein lies the promise in you. Like, this is why I do this channel, because there are men who know that something's wrong, but they don't know how to fix it. I fixed it for the most part. Of course, I'm not where I want to be, of course, but I'm on my fucking purpose, okay? I've done amazing things that have really helped me and others in my life, and it's really cool. I would have never been able to do that if I was some little beta bitch that was like reacting to everything in my environment. My environment reacts to me, motherfucker. That's what I do. That's what we do as men who want to change the fucking world for the better. So, leadership roles. All these symptoms of beta shit, you have women controlling you, you have other people controlling you. You need to take on leadership positions. You're gonna change. You're gonna see changes in yourself. And at a certain point, you gotta really force yourself to do it. If you feel like something's wrong, try it out. Try out a leadership position. Try out small leadership positions. If you're in college, you have a vast amount of resources to become a leader at your disposal. And what you'll learn when you start becoming a leader, you'll learn a lot about people. You'll learn that a lot of people don't want to lead. They would rather leave it up to someone else. And they would rather leave it up to someone else no matter what. If that someone else is having a negative effect on them, they will allow that and they won't even realize it. They will allow that because they just don't want to expend the energy to lead. And leadership is hard, you know. It's like you're gonna be forged from fucking iron when you start doing leadership positions. And the more people you're able to lead, you're gonna see that the more you change your self-image, the shit you put up with, what you get in life, and the amount of attraction that other people have for you. The reason this isn't a channel about attraction from just women. That's a big part of it. But you want to be able to attract other men. And I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about you want other men to be like, wow, he's cool as fuck. What's he doing? Like, what's he up to? I want to do what he's doing. Because a big part about status is that you have to, being a high status individual who gets paid, who gets laid, who makes shit happen, is that you lead other men. You're a leader of other men. You're a leader of women, of course, and they want to have sex with you for the most part, the more you increase in status. But you're a leader of other men, and other men want to be you. So that's a big part of it. So, long-winded video. Take on leadership positions, okay? Try it out, and let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. It changed my life. I mean, it changed my life. Take on a leadership role and try it out. No matter how small it is, just start working your way up. Start working your way up. That's what a true alpha is. That's what a true high status individual, that's the difference between them and everyone else, is that they lead people. So that's it, guys. Peace.